everybody, welcome back to our channel, Hollywood Farm Happenings. If you're new to us, you'll have to go back in to look at our first video. We have a day in the greenhouse, we have collecting eggs, we have jamming with Stephanie, we have all kinds of videos you'll have to look at. We have at least 6 or 7 now. So, before we get into those videos today, I'd like to tell you about the past 2 days on the farm. So, Saturday, pretty normal day. We were all getting ready for the big season. My sister, my grandpa, my dad were tie-backing the new enclosure in the barn. And I was visiting my grandma and my mom was making jam. Sunday was a little bit crazy. I woke up, fed the animals, and Cookie, well, she's picky about her food, so she wasn't eating much. I was like, just one of those days. And then she went and laid down. I was like, that's kind of odd. But then I was like, you know what, she's just resting. She'll be all right. And I came back and I walked the dog and I was like, she was still laying down. And Big had a good probably half hour. And I was like, she probably is still just resting because they'll lay down for hours and hours at a time. So I came up here, did some chores, went back down there. She was up, walking around. And then when I went back down there, we took her on a huge walk. She was still laying down. She got up, no problem. We went on a long walk. And on the way back from the walk, she laid down. And I was like, sometimes if she finds a good dirt patch on her walk, she will lay down and roll over. But this was odd because when she laid down, she looked like she was ready to stay there. And I was like, and we weren't that close to the barn. And I was like, oh, okay. So the first thing pops in her mom, like laying down, doesn't want to get up. Colic. I'm like, okay. So she's colicking. So the whole way back, I was just trying to get her back to the barn, and she was still just dying to lay down and roll over. But when they're colicking, you do not want them to roll over because that messes up their stomach even more. Anyway, we got her back to the barn. My mom came down. I was like texting Mom, like, calm down to the barn. She was like, was everything all right? I just don't know. I was like, I don't know. I was freaking out. So anyway, she was laying down in the pasture. Me and my parents were down there. We finally thought it was colic. We need to get her up and moving. We just need to keep her up off that ground, make sure she's not rolling over. We ended up calling the vet. We love our vets. He is from Tidewater Equine. I would totally recommend them. They're the best. Anyway, well, he came out, he got her all straight. But I mean, I would definitely recommend when your horse, when you think it's colicking or anything, don't wait till the last minute. Call a vet. If you think your horse is acting funny, you think something's wrong, just go ahead and call the vet, because half of the things that go on with a horse in the medical world are something that doesn't need to be treating right then and there, but you don't know. I mean, you're not a vet, obviously, so I would definitely recommend call a vet immediately. Just find out what's going on. Even if it's something not big, at least you call the vet and you know. Because, I mean, like the colic, that needed to be treated right then and there, so enough of me yapping. Let's get right into today's video. So today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make alfalfa horse treat muffins. They go crazy over them. So I have a big bowl. I dumped a little bit of pancake mix in it because that was what's left from my last bag. So this is super easy. All it calls for is pancake mix, 2 cups of pancake mix, 2 cups of alfalfa. I'm using Timothy alfalfa. I know alfalfa works, whatever kind you use. And then corn syrup and sugar. So it calls for 2 cups of buttermilk, pancake mix, or any kind of pancake mix, 2 cups of alfalfa, 1/4 of a cup of sugar, and 1/4 of a cup of corn syrup. So let's get started. Let me get in our lovely little measuring cup. Let's start with the pancake mix. Pancake mix will open. Alright. Sort it out. Scissors. Alright. Pour it in here. Whoa, coming out quick. Alright. Got 2 cups of pancake mix in there. Put the pancake mix. Alright, so that's all flipped up. Take your alfalfa. Pour 2 cups right in there. We're going to take our sugar. 1/4 of a cup. So the first line, if you're not familiar with your measurements, I hope you are. And then take your corn syrup. And do 1/4 of a cup. And this recipe also calls for 1 cup of water. So I always add it at the end, because if you add it at the beginning, then it's harder to soften everything up. But if you add it at the end, then it softens it all up. So, oh my gosh, I am so stupid. I literally just put water over the corn syrup. I'm crazy. Alright, get all that corn syrup out. You might need a spoon to get it out with. So my little handy dandy knife. Let's see. If you you notice how it's kind of colored, it's just because there's still a little bit of pancake mix in here. We're not using like white corn syrup. Never seen that. Hope I never do. Alright, on over to the beater and beat it thoroughly for 3 to 5 minutes. Beating that thoroughly for a good 3 to 5 minutes. I would definitely recommend beating it very thoroughly. It says in the recipe beat it gently, but all that alfalfa, you definitely need to get it good. And over here I have my little muffin pan. And I'm just putting them out into each one. Guys, so now that I am done placing my muffins into the muffin tin, it makes about 12, this recipe makes about 12 muffins. So pretty good amount, especially if you only have 1 horse. Now I have 5, so I'll be making a few batches because these will go quick. But anyway, so all you're going to do is you're going to place them in the oven. Open the oven up. Place them in. Get out. Once they're in the oven, we're gonna set our timer for 18 minutes and wait till they're cooked. I hope you and your horse enjoy. See you next time. Please subscribe to our channel.